Are you reading this? Please acknowledge. Do you copy?
We copy. Go ahead.
Thank God. Listen, do you see that disc in front of you? The one that says Command and Conquer?
Yeah. It's a new computer game from Westwood Studios, right?
Negative. It's a direct satellite link to the battlegrounds of the 21st century, and you're in charge. So pick up that mouse, mister. You heard me. Pick it up. All right, now we're making progress. Here's the situation. Meteorites containing the mineral tiberium have fallen to Earth mostly in third world countries. This substance has the unusual property of drawing precious metals and other valuable minerals into easily collectible nodes on the surface.
Bet that really hosed the world economy.
You got it. Now the world is pretty much divided into two factions. One side is the Global Defense Initiative, GDI. They're UN-funded, out to protect the innocent and the common good, like that. You can choose to work for GDI or for the other side. But I bet you know which side to work for, right?
That would be GDI?
Yes, he can be taught. This is your opponent, the Brotherhood of Nod.
Brotherhood of Nod?
Something funny to you, mister?
Oh no.
Good.
Let me guess, their leaders are named Winkin and Blinkin.
Oh, you're hilarious. Maybe you'd rather be looking for an interactive, lame-ass comedian simulation. I didn't think so. In that case, perhaps you'd like to know that the Brotherhood is a secret terrorist society that's existed for centuries and only just surfaced to seize control of the world's supply of tiberium.
But that would mean?
Total global domination. You starting to get the picture here?
Okay, what do I do?
You'll be assigned a series of missions. Briefings come in different flavors, from all video to computer graphics simulations. Then you'll be shown a 3D studio rendered animation pertaining to the upcoming mission. Then you jump to this overhead view of the battlefield. You're in complete command. These are professional soldiers, and they don't say boo unless you tell them to.
How do I tell them what to do?
Simple. Click on a unit to select it. You can also click and drag a lasso around several units to select them at once. Then point to where you want them to go. The cursor changes to show the context of your action based on what you're pointing at. Most of the time, you get the green Go crosshairs, which tells the selected unit to go where you're clicking. When you click on an opponent, you get the red targeting crosshairs, which let you attack that opponent.
What do the missions involve?
It varies depending on what side you're playing. GDI missions tend to run to protecting villages, securing GDI bases, and so on. If you're playing the scum-sucking weasels from hell, you'll be asked to assassinate enemy leaders, blow up escaping civilian convoys, fun stuff like that.
And how many missions are there?
About 15 per side on the winning path, with a few additional missions you branch to if you fail. In addition to running around and blowing things up, you have to manage the construction of your base. You start out with a mobile construction vehicle which transforms itself into a construction yard at your command. This lets you start constructing a power plant. Construction progress is shown on the sidebar as a clock hands effect. Once the plant is complete, you can place it on the map. Since you now have power, you have a few more building options, such as a tiberium refinery and a barracks. These let you build a harvester to gather more tiberium and infantry units. Later in the game, more buildings become available, including several types of barricades, weapons emplacements, a communications center which gives you an overhead map, and others. Now you go on and give her a try, then come and tell me what you think. Well,
I like the interface. It's nice and easy to use, and I especially like being able to select as many units as there are on screen. For the most part, my units did what I told them to. They occasionally did weird things, but I suppose that could be attributed to the need to keep me in control. If they could read my mind, I wouldn't need to do anything.
that's what the designers tell me.
I didn't like the fact that there's no fog of war effect. Basically, once you've uncovered part of the map, you can always see what's happening there. But this wasn't enough of a problem to stop people from buying thousands of copies of Warcraft, and it doesn't really hurt C&C. Best of all, the action is fast and furious, and the cutscenes are amazing. Those two facts are an unbeatable two-pronged attack, and if you're even remotely interested in the genre, Command & Conquer is not to be missed for any reason.
Great, I'm glad you liked it. Now we can try it head-to-head in multiplayer mode.
Multiplayer?